Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, who the DA in Chicago, Kim Foxx, a George Soros supported candidate, far left, decided to drop the charges on, even though he completely faked his own attack. I mean, I'll just give you my opinion up front. I'm not an impartial judge here. He faked his own attack, a race-based attack, which turned out to be a total hoax. This is the guy who said he was walking through Chicago at 2 a.m. to get a Subway sandwich, and somebody in the middle of Chicago, very, very blue city, attacked him and said, "This is MAGA country." Put a noose around his neck, threw bleach on him. On and on it went. It was in the middle of the polar vortex. Like, I've lived in Chicago.
Right.
Nobody even goes outside at 2 a.m. in the polar vortex in Chicago. You can't. You'll be dead soon because it's so cold. Anywho, he got caught. Kim Foxx dropped the charges because she's a political animal too. And then the state stepped in and appointed a special prosecutor, Dan Webb, who's a big-time former federal prosecutor out there. He's like a star. So, Lis, what's the theory of his case, and why is he only charging Jussie Smollett with disorderly conduct? That seems like a weird charge for this.
Yeah, I agree. Disorderly conduct and lying to the police. Well, the lying to the police is the best charge. And they're all misdemeanors, and he probably is not going to face much or any prison time because he's got no criminal history, and so it's a low bar. But this case, and the prosecutor said was just despicable. I mean, what Jussie Smollett is accused of doing, if true, and I believe it is absolutely despicable. I mean, if you remember back at the time, the whole country was involved in this case and following this case. And at first he was believed, right? This has all happened to him, that a horrible note had been sent to him and threatening his life. By the way, he thought, I'm not being paid enough attention to. It was all about getting more money, more fame, for himself, and to set this thing up. And they've got surveillance, Megyn, of them doing a, quote, dry run, getting ready for this thing. I mean, you can call the brothers liars all you want, but I think you're going to get them on the stand. They're going to be believable. You got the video to back it up. And you just got Jussie Smollett's actions. He shows up with the noose still around his neck when the cops arrive. That isn't staged? Come on.
I know. He's like, "Oh, I just wanted you to see it." I know. That's what the whole thing was about. That.
If I had a noose around my neck, that thing would be off,
Yeah, here's the video of them showing up.
Yeah,
so
Johnny,
when I told Jonna, when I told Abby, my assistant, about the dry run that was on video of Jussie going by, she said, "Oh my God, secondhand embarrassment. I have secondhand embarrassment." It's humiliating because his defense is still, no, it was legit. I don't believe those two brothers. I didn't pay them anything to attack me. I didn't do a dry run. I didn't do it. I was legitimately the victim of a race attack.
Yeah. He's got no choice, Megyn. He has doubled and tripled down. And I don't know whether it's because the prosecution has not offered him any plea deal because they were so disgusted by the fact that he cost the city $130,000 that he went on mainstream media and, basically said that he wasn't lying when he was lying. So his hope, I think his defense is basically, let's hope that there is one bleeding heart liberal on that jury who is not going to follow the law, who doesn't care that he faked his own crime and is just going to sit there and hold out, hands across their chest until this ends up in some sort of mistrial, if not.
Jonna, you're calling for jury nullification where the jurors, at least one juror just says, "I've seen all the evidence and I just choose not to believe it because I'm such a fan of Jussie Smollett."
Yeah, where's my audit?
You wouldn't take this case.
But let's not forget, this doesn't follow along clear racial lines here because the black police chief, I'll never forget how mad he was when he found out. He was like, as a black man, this is disgusting. This undermines legitimate claims of, race-based violence. He wanted to throw the book at Jussie Smollett, and he wasn't the only one. That's why Kim Foxx was overruled. They brought in the special prosecutor. So this isn't just about and by the way, the two guys who he hired to hurt him are black. What a weird, shitty scheme. If you want to complain that you were the victim of a white supremacy MAGA based attack, why would you hire two black guys to attack another black guy and get your dry run on camera? He's a terrible criminal.
Yeah, what he says when he's asked to identify, he says, "Oh, I think one of the guys looks white." Look white. Come on.
Why don't you just hire two white guys? Commit. And now his defense lawyer seems to be trying to turn it, Lis, into It was a homophobic attack too, because Jussie
Oh.
is gay, and he's trying to say, I think he's trying to leave open, like, yes, he hired them. It was a fake, if that's what you want to conclude, but it turned into a real attack because a third guy might have come, and they really hated secretly Jussie because he's gay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And where's this third guy? We'll be searching for him forever. I mean,
Right.
come on. What this does is it just, I mean, it delegitimizes people who have, this really happens to, because there are race-based claims and hate crimes every day in this country. And there are homophobic crimes every day in this country. So, I mean, it's like a rape victim saying they've been raped when they haven't been. I mean, it's the worst to do this because it hurts other people coming down the road.
That's
There's
right.
no defense on this one, Jonna. I'm glad you agree with me, Jonna.
She's like,
Yeah,
go for the
this is
nullification. Well, this is the same, of course. This is the same story in which, like, Kamala Harris and virtually every media personality, I remember watching them do it. They're like, this is disgusting. This is horrible. And it's like, can you just slow your roll? Because we don't know what's what. And it smelled right from the start, right? It smelled right from the start. It was like, I don't think so. But everyone was so desperate to prove their woke bona fides that they were like, oh, my heart, poor Jussie. Like, you just wait. Maybe poor Jussie, maybe not. And as it turns out, Jussie did more to hurt the legitimate claims of actual victims in race-based attacks than anybody else has in a long, long time.